There was a massive crowd at the HSH Nordbank Arena in Hamburg to witness an emotional return for this person here, Thomas Doll, former HSV coach until February 2007. Now he came with the intention of snatching the points away from his former club with Borussia Dortmund. There you see the captains, Verns and Van der Vaart, shaking hands. Hope Stevens' team well on course for Champions League football next season. The play came thick and fast. This is the 4th minute with a free kick from Tchaikovsky. Great save from Mark Ziegler, the Dortmund goalkeeper. Beautiful free kick from Piotr Tchaikovsky. Unlucky for him. Well, Tchaikovsky was in on the action 2 minutes later. Look at that shot, and again a great save from Ziegler. Tchaikovsky hasn't scored all season, but not through lack of trying. Another wonderful, wonderful shot from the German international. Good save from Ziegler. Well, Dortmund's first attempt on goal came after just 10 minutes of play. That's a bad clearance. And there was Giovanni Federico piling that ball over the bar. Well, 3 minutes later, they had another chance. Here's Mladen Petric, 11 goals so far, and that was not to be number 12. He was denied by the reactions of Frank Rost. Petric, always a danger on the ball. This shot shows why. Good save, though, by the veteran keeper. A few minutes later, it was back down to Hamburg doing the attacking. Here's David Yarolim, and that ball struck the post. Ball still live, Van der Vaart heads it over, but what an effort from David Yarolim. The Czech international really, really coming close to opening the scoring. Here's Tinga for Dortmund. Easy, smothered job for Frank Rost from the Brazilian. He's running back, so he should do. This is exactly the same position. Here comes Rafael van der Vaart. He can't put the ball away. It would have been the counter-attack goal of the season if he had. Here comes a Dutchman. Verns made the mistake. All he had to do was get around Ziegler. The Van der Vaart couldn't do it. 33 minutes in, here's Tchaikovsky again. And once again, Tchaikovsky denied, this time by the aluminium. Guerra goes down, no penalty given, and Tchaikovsky, well, he must be frustrated. So many good shots on goal, and he still hasn't scored. Here's another free kick, this time Van der Vaart. And Mark Ziegler had to be really alert there. Just pouring that ball over the crossbar. A wonderful free kick from Van der Vaart. 10 goals already this season. Came close to making it 11. There we see Slaven Bilic, the Croatian national trainer. Speculation is rife that he may be Hamburg's coach next season. Well, that was half-time, 0-0 the scoreline. Dortmund came out with all guns blazing. This is the 52nd minute with Nelson Valdez forcing Ross down low to smother. Good work by the Paraguayan international. And Dortmund continued to apply the thumbscrews. Here's Dade. Gets a cross in. And Tinga forcing another good save from Frank Rost. Well played by the Brazilian. Much to the delight of the Dortmund faithful. Tinga very active in this game, as he was in this situation here. There's Petric. Just shooting that ball wide of the goal. Dortmund looking very confident at this phase of the second half. That was the 53rd minute. Hope Stevens looking somewhat anxious. Slightly later, another good header from Tinga. Coming out of nowhere with a real pile-driver header. Takes a deflection, the cross, but look at that. If it had been more accurate, Tinga would have scored. 63 minutes now, Boateng with place, a lovely, lovely pass over to Olic, crosses the ball, and it's a one-timer for Guerrero. Paulo Guerrero, the right man at the right place, his 5th goal of the season, and his 4th goal in his last 4 competitive matches, breaks the deadlock. Great pass from Boateng, good play by the substitute Olic, and that's a simple tap-in for the Peruvian international. Paulo Guerrero doing the business. Now Ziegler just had to fish the ball out to the back of the net. Well, Dede for Dortmund as they tried to make a reply. There's Delron Botti's shot just going wide. Frank Ross screaming at his defence. Hamburg have only conceded 17 goals this season, the second best defence, so it was going to be an uphill struggle for Dortmund. Here was a very controversial scene in the 75th minute. Guerrero believes it was a penalty. He says he was fouled by Dede. As the replay shows, both players diving in for that ball at the same time. Synchronised diving, you could call it. No foul, and play did continue as no penalty was given. We're now into the final minutes of play. Here's Ivica Olic. A nice, thunderous run from the Croatian. Square ball to Van der Vaart, back to Olic. And Ivica Olic comes close to scoring. Another good save by Ziegler. Ivica Olic, always good for the show reel. And that was it. HSV defeat Borussia Dortmund 1-0. Guerrero's the match winner, and Hamburg stay on course to qualify for the Champions League. Well done to them.